Hi, everybody. My name is Bob Garcia, and I head up product marketing here at Acton. I'm really excited today. We've got a lot of content to go through for our Q2 product showcase. And I'll do introductions in just a moment. But before I dive in, just want to do a little bit of housekeeping. Today's webinar is being recorded, and we will share out both a copy of the deck, and the deck will have links in it that you can access content from, as well as a recording either on Friday or early next week. So you can look for that in your email. And you should see a small Q&A box on the screen. You can use that to ask questions, and we're going to defer questions to the end of the webinar because, like I said, we have a lot of content. We want to get through that, and we'll make sure that if we don't answer your question during the webinar, we'll follow up with you on answering your questions. So with that, let's dive in. Today, I'm being joined by Olaf, who heads up our product management organization. Do you want to say hello to everybody, Olaf?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. Excited to walk you through all the work we've done in the last quarter and what's coming up.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Olaf. And for today's agenda, we're keeping it pretty simple. We're going to give you an update on product developments from our last webinar that we did in March through today. I'm going to cover that. Olaf's going to get into what's coming next, what's coming on the heels of what we've been releasing, and how to get involved in our product development process. So let's jump in. So we've got a ton of features that we've been rolling out. We've made some really exciting developments on our back end of our product around our data management capabilities with AWS and Snowflake. That's really starting to power and unleash a lot of new features. One of the new features we've rolled out that provides a lot of value for those more sophisticated users who are actively maintaining their lists is our list maintenance program redesign. As you all know from interacting with the Acton service, we've been making significant user experience updates across the platform. And one of the areas that we tackled earlier this year was our list maintenance programs. And this helps you really improve how you manage the state of a contact in a list. And we addressed two really important customer requested improvements of this feature by allowing you to set a field to the value of a CRM field. So you're able to, do more customization and have more control and determination over like where contact exists in which lists and how that gets populated. So you're using Acton standard personalization syntax to dynamically set field values and setting a field to today's date to record contact behaviors or status transition. So if you want to learn more about that, we've actually done a power up. Those are our educational series that one of our colleagues, Owen, runs. And I encourage you to check out our power ups, particularly this one on list maintenance, setting your year up for success, that was done earlier this year. I've included a link here, and the link will take you to our power up page, which then you can access all the additional educational content that we've been working on. Another key area of the product, and one of the most popular aspects of the product, is our automated programs main page. So we've made a significant update to the redesign, and with that, redesign and the completion of our templates update, which I'll talk about in a moment, we've actually completed the entire user interface update for the automated program section of the product. The new capabilities allow you to use foldering and subfoldering. It has improved search, filtering, and now you can actually use tags to give you more control and self-determination around your automated programs. We've even made it easy to copy programs and move them from one to another folder. So a lot of value there. And I've got a link to the Acton Connect article to unpack more value and more insights into that feature. But that's actually a really, really big news for you all. And another key component of that is templates. So we've streamlined the process to create new programs from templates. We've made that even easier, and it makes it a more valuable capability to use. And we've simplified new program creation, improved a wizard-style step-by-step setup, and now you can use tags and folders as well to manage those. Wanted to highlight a new service that we're rolling out through our customer success group. We've got office hours. So with office hours in June, a key feature for our office hours will be on automated programs. So we're going to be running a workshop on June 6th, focusing on helping more customers to lean in and use more automation in their marketing. So take a look at our office hours and you could sign up for different sessions. And it's really a great way to get some practical experience, have folks answer your questions, and really help you move forward in your adoption and use of Act-On. So that's it for automated programs. Moving on to Act-On email alerts. So we've done a lot of work to complete all of the updates around the design and utility and value of our email alerts. Really, email alerts really serve three different functions. One is to align with sales through direct and immediate kind of notifications of people of a state of a contact. Maybe the contact is highly engaged and you want to reach out to them and make sure that you're moving them along the sales process. Another aspect of the email alerts is to notify you of product status and service alerts. Like something changed, you launched a program, just really kind of service-oriented messages around the platform. And then the last type of alert is more administrative and system configuration alerts. If something's not working, you need to be notified, the service takes care of that. And we've got highly configurable and very useful email alerts that we're now sending out from the product. Now, moving on, back earlier in the year, we had a big initiative around helping our customers ensure that they're maximizing and improving their deliverability rates. So we have implemented some changes to improve some settings verifications to make sure that you've got your settings properly configured with your DKIM, your SPF, and your envelope form settings to make sure everything's set up properly. So you're not running into any issues in terms of deliverability across all the different email service providers. And this is a great win for you all. It's really helped, surface some issues, as sometimes configurations can be accidentally modified by people, and it's difficult to know unless you get notified of the changes. So some nice improvements there. Some exciting news around our revenue impact report. We made significant improvements to the customization of how this report provides value. So this particular report merges CRM opportunities and revenue to Act-On and allows you to custom configure the revenue field and the mapping of that field to show up in Act-On. So really nice improvement to the user interface, to the customization options to generate the reports you need to understand how your sales are converting and performing through Act-On in our UI. So we've got more to come on reporting, and Olaf will talk about that in a few minutes. That's a really nice, significant feature improvement. Now, it does require that you're using one of our CRM integrations and you're tracking closed won, closed lost for this report to populate. So we've updated our format for our presentation slides to include notes on requirements, like what theme this release is part of and the timing for when the feature is coming out. Hopefully you're finding this helpful. Lastly, we've got a new and improved way of communicating to you all our product announcements. We've hired in some additional resources to help us build out our Connect content. So highly encourage you to explore and learn more about all the great features. I'm going to stop sharing here as I pass the baton to Olaf to get into some exciting developments about our product that are coming in the next few weeks. Olaf?
Thanks, Bob. So I'll start the presentation here with insights into what's next. First thing I want to talk about is a very popular feature request that we did implement lately, and this is undo, redo, and autosave in the email composer. This has been on our list for quite some time, and so really happy to have finally gotten to it.
Hey, Olaf, do you want to put it in slideshow mode?
I am.
Huh.
Are you not seeing?
No, I'm just seeing the full Google Slides view.
Sorry.
That's all right. Would not be a webinar without some technical glitch.
How's that?
There we go.
So,
That worked.
yeah,
Thank you.
apologies for that. So yeah, talking about undo and redo in the email compose along with autosave. So undo, redo, there are two new buttons now where you will be able to modify the contents based on the actions that were just taken. And autosave will now, as before, be active after you hit save for the first time. So when you hit save, you get the little prompt to make sure that you have a name for your email. And then subsequent to that, we'll save every 20 seconds. And there is now a new notification that will pop up and show you that the save has occurred. A couple of really exciting new capabilities we wanted to share with you. The first is our artificial intelligence predictive score. So this appears currently in the contact report, and this is a beta feature. If you're interested in the beta, you can go to product.acton.com to sign up, and we'll give you access to this in your account. It does require that you are using a CRM and that you are tracking closed won. What this feature does is it looks across all the behaviors for an individual contact, and it matches them up against what we've seen be a successful pattern of engagement and interactions to lead to a closed won state in your CRM. So there is a likelihood to convert that's now shown in the contact report. Will give you an indication based on the activities and engagement for that contact, how that matches up to patterns we've seen before for a successful engagement and a successful outcome. We're going to be expanding this feature to provide this score and make it accessible within segmentation. So that's the next enhancement. But at this point, if you are using a CRM and you're tracking closed won, you're interested in seeing this feature in your instance, you can again sign up at product.acton.com or reach out to your account manager, and they can help you get signed up. Really excited to get this into Acton and leverage all the data we have around contact behaviors. So we also have a feature I'm going to demo here in a sec that is a little different flavor of AI, which is generative AI. So we've added into our email composer a generative AI capability within the rich content block. So when you add a rich text, we now have this button here to create with AI. And you can select a goal, you can select the tone, add in your URL of your company, you can give it a prompt and give it a length and create some content. So this is a guided experience where behind the scenes, we're taking these inputs and we're creating a prompt to the AI to give it some information about your company, about what you're interested in creating, the tone. If you have a email, a subject line for your email, you can include that as well. You can include the content length, and then you will get content that will appear here in just a moment, where you can then copy this content into your email. You can try again. So we have a try again button. If maybe you wanted this to be a little bit shorter, you could shorten it up. If you wanted to add some more detailed guidance in the prompt, you could do that. You could change the intent. You could change the tone of voice, or you could try for a different kind of content fragments, like a headline or a paragraph. And once you insert this, this appears within the rich text block. You can edit it from here. You can elaborate or remove things. You could like remove your subject line here that provided and save it into your email. So this feature will be launching beginning of June, and it'll be available in our labs area. So you will need to turn it on for your account. So the administrative user will have to go in to this area, turn it on with this little slider button here, and that will make it available within your account. So given that it's new and we're still experimenting and revising it, we will have it available here. Also, if you're interested in trying this out early, you can also go to project.com and sign up for our product partner program, and we'll get you early access to this. So I'll go back to our slideshow here and keep moving along with what's coming up in 2023. So we have a forms section redesign that we're working on right now. So this is quite similar to what we've done in Act on Contacts, content fragments, and in the automated programs main page that Bob talked about a moment ago. So this is a complete redesign. This adds the subfolders, the tagging, multi-select, filtering, and search, all those features into forms. This will be available in June, and we're looking forward to getting that out to everybody as well. Likewise, we'll be working on landing pages. So we've done automated programs, forms is coming up next, and then probably in Q3, early Q3, we'll have landing pages in this new format as well. So entirely new user experience. So that'll be, building out the core redesign amongst our most used pages. We also have a complete redesign of Act On Anywhere for Microsoft Outlook. So this is our plugin that is used by salespeople to track and send emails from their email client that can then be tracked and reported on within Act On. They can get a notification on opens. They can include templates that have been made available to them by the marketing team, and they can also include assets that have been shared to them. So this is not only just an overall redesign and upgrade of this plugin feature, but it also brings in a very popular feature request, which is Mac support. So this new plugin will support the Microsoft Outlook client both on Windows and on Mac OS, but it also supports Outlook.com in the Edge, Chrome, Firefox, and Safari browsers. So really excited to be able to upgrade this and bring it to a wider audience across the Mac OS operating system. We're also redesigning the marketing network. So if you have multiple instances of Act On, then you're probably using this feature to manage your instances and share content between a parent account and subsidiary accounts. We'll be adding just the overall improved user experience, new features. So account management is going to improve, reporting is going to improve, search, and again, you can see tags and all the features that we will be adding in. Act On Contacts, dynamic support. So we are going to be rolling out support within Act On Contacts for Microsoft Dynamics. So currently, if you're using Dynamics, you cannot use Act On Contacts at the moment. So this will be rolling out in the second half of the year. This will bring all the features of Act On Contacts into the availability for Dynamics users. So the single list and the ability to manage segments from the Act On Contacts area, the subfolders, and all the features there will be made available as well. So we're excited to kind of roll out Act On Contacts to more sites of our customers. We're also going to be working on webhooks. So this is a way to get notifications of events within Act-On. So if you have an application or an integration and you don't want to poll, now we'll be making available events in a more easily consumable way. So any real-time notifications coming out of Act-On, things like a change to a contact or an automated program, can now be sent to your application in real time rather than having to poll and interrogate the Act-On application. This will allow for simpler workflows to be done within automations, and we're also going to be supporting application-specific events. So we'll have things like when an automated program starts, you can get a notification in Slack or in Teams. When a contact status changes, that can be sent to applications. So really just kind of opening up our platform to a lot of different ways for you to get notified about what's changing in Act-On, and get real-time event notification for important behaviors that occur. Reporting, as Bob mentioned, we did complete the revenue impact report overall, so we're excited about that. Now we'll be moving on to the funnel report, revenue attribution report, and then ultimately our data export improvements in Data Studio. So this will be rolling out in the second half of the year. We're going through these reports one at a time. They are more complicated reports, have a lot more value in them, and it just we're now able to do that with our new data infrastructure, and really excited to roll out all those new features. So finally, how to get involved. As I mentioned, we have a couple of places that I'm sure most people on the webinar have been to, but connect.acton.com. This is where the product updates are that Bob mentioned, and then product.acton.com. This is a form that allows you to sign up for the Product Partner Program, which gives you access to early features as well as input to our priorities. And I think we're at the Q&A point now.
Yeah, I've got a couple questions, Olaf. One of them is a question around Act-On AI Create. And are we going to be, extending that value outside of just the email composer area?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have a number of places we want to place that feature, including forms, landing pages, Act-On Anywhere. So we are learning about it now to find the best ways to make it quick and efficient to get high quality content back. So we're looking forward to getting feedback on that. And that's why we made a more guided experience, is we're trying to find ways to get you a version of content that you can begin to work with or just use as is very quickly. So absolutely, we'll be rolling out other areas.
Awesome. I know I'm finding it really helpful in terms of getting me unstuck from my writer's block. Another question around AI Create, and that would be around the generation of email subject lines for A/B testing. Is that also planned?
Yeah, you can use it right now for a subject line. We had originally thought about putting it into the subject line area. So we'll probably be rolling it out there as well, now that we have the basic feature in place. So you could actually go there, make a short prompt, and then copy and paste that. But yeah, we'll be making that available in the actual subject line section itself.
Thanks for that. And there's another question around when these new features are periodically released, will Act-On send emails notifying everyone? For example, when the Act-On AI Create Open AI release is released out in June. And I can answer that one. Yes, it will be something we notify you all. We've got several different ways of communicating, so long as you're opted into our email. That's our main form of communication. So we're going to be sending out news in our Act-On Insights email newsletter or email communication that goes out about once every 2 weeks, and then also in our customer monthly newsletter. And we will also be making some noise about our AI initiatives and releases in the month of June. So what Olaf and I are sharing today is a sneak peek and a preview just for customers. Next question is, when will the undo, redo, and autosave features in email building be rolled out?
Yeah, that'll be rolled out in the next couple of weeks. So we will announce that on Connect.
Awesome. So that's coming out in the next couple of weeks. Stay apprised of that. We'll also notify you of that release as well. If we are using a proprietary CRM, how can we integrate for the closed win loss, revenue impact report value?
Yeah, that we don't support that set of functionality for CRMs that are not one of our 5 native CRM integrations. But if you want to reach out, we can see if there's some ways we can help with that. But overall, all the reports and the predictive score are all driven off data that's pulled in natively from our CRM integrations. It's just a constraint on I think. And then Stephanie, you asked what are the integrated CRM. So we have Salesforce, Dynamics, Sugar, NetSuite, and Zendesk are the 5 that we support natively.
Awesome. Thanks for that insight, Olaf. Another question is, will generative AI be available for Act-On Anywhere?
Yeah, we're looking at that right now in the edit area. Yeah, so the next areas that we're considering for the generative AI would be landing pages, forms, Act-On Anywhere, potentially SMS. So lots of opportunities there.
Awesome. Another question from Danny. What about AI learning for segmentation, recommendations, and or lookalike audiences? And then there's a second part to that, which I'll ask next after you answer this one.
Yeah, we're actually looking into that right now. So we're looking at the data to see if we can create clusters of individuals from within a broader audience to see if there are ways we can identify behaviors or profile attributes that would group individuals together to make target audiences for specific marketing campaigns. And also if we can find a correlation between those types of attributes and sales marketing success. So yeah, definitely. And then Danny, you also asked about chatbots. Not at the moment, but it'd be interesting to chat with you about what your use case is and what you're interested in. We're probably looking more at integrations with existing chat providers rather than our own. But yeah.
Excellent. Some more exploration there. There's a question around, can these feature launches be communicated in Act-On when you log into the platform?
So I think, as Bob mentioned, the place to look for these is on Connect. So my team posts to Connect as well as the product marketing team. So if you subscribe to that section in Connect, you'll see all the updates. We typically do a couple of weeks beforehand, and then right as we release, so we'll do posts. And then there is a customer newsletter that goes out as well.
Yeah, here's the section in Connect that has the what's new, our latest product feature updates. It's just connect.acton.com. And we do have a customer newsletter and an Act-On Insights email that we notify you all. But yeah, it's exciting. We have so many things we're rolling out, and there is some in-product notifications that do serve customers as well as they hit different sections of the product. So another question from Danny: will any of the Microsoft CRM integrations expand the custom entities that can be pulled in? Accounts, opportunities, opportunity products are the 3 levels of data we have in Dynamics.
Danny, I can have someone on my team reach out to you on this. This is something that we kind of look at periodically. So there may be a way we can help with this, and then we'd also need some more detail around. It looks like maybe you're looking at a product level here, adding to the entities that we support. So we could be happy to talk with you about that.
Awesome. And then Karina asked, are you going to be adding global style settings for email editor?
So we have stationary, but I don't know if that meets the need. We also do have some custom styling. So maybe this is something where I can have our product team reach out to you for details, just to understand what you're looking for. Because we are looking later this year at upgrading our composers. So the editors, this could be some great feedback for us on what type of styling you'd expect to see.
Awesome. And then last question is, any updates or info on what we can anticipate for the rollout of form alert routing based on submitted data?
We just did some work on that. So if you can, so this person's coming across as anonymous attendee. If you could provide your name to us in the chat or elsewhere, we can reconnect with you on the details of that, because we did do some work on that recently.
And in fact, here's a Connect article about that. So yeah, Connect is such a fantastic resource. And as I mentioned, we've got additional resources that are continuing to evolve and expand our online help. We know how important it is to support you all with detailed product insights and use cases. And Connect is your destination as a customer for that. I did mention earlier power-ups, and this is another great way to learn more about, new functionality or features, or if you have a new team member that needs to come up to speed on the platform, it's a great way to, spend some time. I think the power-ups are about 30 minutes. And we've got a whole calendar of different power-ups with lots of details and insights around what they cover in Connect as well. Well, that brings us to the end of today's webinar. Thank you so much for the great questions. Hope you're excited as I am about all the new features we've rolled out. And keep your eyes peeled for our next quarterly product showcase, which is going to happen in Q3, probably in the August timeframe. And is there one more? Okay, there we go. We've got Hannah's name, and we'll be following up with folks that have asked questions and.
Yeah, so that Hannah will be coming out here shortly. Because that was in beta. So yeah, that'll be coming out shortly here in the next couple of weeks.
Perfect. So we've got even more new things coming out around form alerts. Well, thanks everybody for joining, and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks everyone.